full game. Entering team select screen, the Chicago Bears, the home team, are selected. Ready.
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on WildCard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the Bears, and it's all up next.
This is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
Entering play call screen. Return middle. Return left.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they change their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
Player, there are 8 cat formation, play high, there are option, run, pass. Full pass, error, stand, shotgun pass, sail.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. And incomplete to open things up.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Triangle button.
To throw is Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Entering play call, shotgun pass, play high, run. There are 7 cat out inside and AHD blunt die 24 zone open.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Ali McNeil.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Fields completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. Sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Fields on 3rd down.
Square button.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Inside handoff. AHB blunt zone weak.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Shotgun pass.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Fields. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Entering play call, inside handoff, play type, option, run, pass, quick pass, errors, shotgun pass, mesh, sail.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
Finding Pickens for another catch. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there, another setup. Beautiful, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Play type, formation, error, player, error, play type, run. H, errors, out, inside, AHP blunt dive, 24 zone open.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal.
Cross-cutting.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Isaiah Pacheco, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will strike first here, this wild card matchup. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
6 categories.
On 1st down, Alexander. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. And now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Losing with 2 to go on second down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
There are 6 categories.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's a toss play right to Swift. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Alexander. And this pass broken up. Contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Entering play call, play type. There are 8 categories. There are 7 subcategories. Option. Run. Inside handoff. AHP blunt dive. 24 zone open.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Entering play call. AHP blunt dive. 24 zone open.
What's the deal, y'all?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Fields. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Entering play call, shotgun pass. There are 6 categories. You have 97 options. Jet angle is selected. Circle
Now a
button.
first down throw,
Circle button.
Fields.
Cross button. Circle
His throw
button.
complete right side to the tight end,
Entering
Parham.
play call.
They'll wind up
Shotgun
getting
pass,
just a
Bears,
yard
6
out of it,
categories
and that will bring up
97
second down.
options.
I know
Play
sometimes
type,
we can get
run.
fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because
Shotgun pass,
he really
Bears,
looks like
6
a wide
categories.
receiver the way he
Play
goes
type,
about his business.
formation,
Yeah, 230,
right
240
category.
range.
Play type,
Yeah, not
right,
super
run.
huge,
Pass.
maybe not counted on to be that
Shotgun pass,
inline
extender,
point of attack
pass.
blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out, you can run wide receiver routes with him, you can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Throwing again on second down. Fields, Pickens on the slant. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Area 6 cab. Play tight. Run. Inside. QB run. Inside. AH. Zone weak. 24 zone open.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Cross button.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Quick pass, skin, shotgun pass, sail.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Fields. That's going to be caught by Pickens. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Cross button. Square button.
He'll get that complete to his tight end connect. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice start. Picks up the first down, and then some.
Entering play call, shotgun pass. There are 6 categories. You have 97. Mesh spot. Jet angle.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Cross button.
Here's Fields.
Triangle button. Cross button.
His pass caught at the 4. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Entering play call, play type, run, pass, shotgun pass, mesh, sail. Triangle button.
Fields now to throw. The quick slant caught. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. George Pickens from a yard out. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Matt Eberflus is going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points. So that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they got back to where they want to be. They'll try it out there for the next one.
Special teams, the next 6 options, if off left is selected. Kickoff wheel.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
There are 6 categories.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Alexander. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run the draw here with Swift. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a pass situation on 4th. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. This is taken at about the 14. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
97 plays, run. Barrier 7, outside handoff. Inside hand, zone weak. AHB dive. AHB zone WK.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
AHB blunt dive. 24 zone open.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Entering play call, inside handoff, barrier 7 categories. You have 50 actions, 24 zone open selected.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Cross button.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 79 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Entering play call, inside handoff, barrier 7 categories. You have 50 actions, 24 zone open selected.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Cross button.
There, it'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
AHB blunt dive, plate, auction, run, pass. Quick pass. Error 6. Twice tick.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Cross button.
Here's Fields.
Cross button.
That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 112 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Entering play call, inside hand, HD blunt dive, 24 zone open.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Entering play age 20 HB stick play option pass. Quick pass. There are 6 standard shotgun pass mesh slants. Say on.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Triangle button.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A
shotgun snap, Fields.
Triangle button.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Mesh spot, jet and wheel.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields.
Circle button.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. His 2nd catch in this WildCard game, and it goes for a 1st down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about 4.
And that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Entering play call, mesh, jet and wheel. Circle button.
Throwing
button.
again is Fields.
Cross button.
Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Garibay on to attempt the point after.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half.
Play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Swift. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing single time.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Back to throw. Alexander. Flush to his right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Alexander to the right side to Eric Ebron.
Entering play
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 35 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Alexander. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Throwing a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now, and some kind of score was desperately needed.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bears take over.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate, the receivers catch it, the ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Hey there.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
You have 50 actions, 24 zone open selected. AHB blunt dive. Play option. Pass. Quick pass, error 6, stand, shotgun pass. 4 verticals, sail.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Cross button.
Now Fields.
R1 button. Circle button. R2 button.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Fields to commit there for a Chicago first.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation,
that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
and he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here.
There are 6 categories. You have 97 options. Jet angle is selected. Mesh spot.
Yes.
Jet angle.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
R1
To
button.
throw is Fields.
R1 button. Cross
And the
button.
timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Cross button.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Circle button. Square button.
Open man downfield is Ridley. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Play type, run, counter, outside handoff, inside hand, AHP blunt dive, 24 zone open.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Entering play call.
A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed.
It's direct from console streaming.
As he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Run. Inside handoff. AHP blunt dive. 24 zone open.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 138 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Inside handoff, carrier 7 category. Play type, option, RPO, option, you have red option, shovel option, red option.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Fields going to hold on to it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Entering play call. Play RP, run, pass. Quick pass, there are 6 categories. Quick fade, standard pass, shotgun, net, slip, sail.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Triangle.
From the gun, here's Fields. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Bears. George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Category, formation, play type, run, pass, shotgun pass, play action, shotgun, 4 verticals, sail.
Matt Eberflus is going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on it.
Entering play call, special teams. We have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
I believe the Chargers blew the game last night.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark
Yes, and I can't believe that Jacksonville won last night.
Really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time. And going to give this offense better field position.
That's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this. And
entering franchise screen, you have 9 options.
If you are enjoying the Sightless One stream,
Entering play call.
It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing on first down. Alexander looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off play action. Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Entering play call, play action pass, there are 6 play type, run, pass, play action pass, there shotgun pass, mesh spot, slant, sail, slants.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Entering play call, shotgun pass. There are 6 categories. You have 97 options. Jet angle is selected.
Four yards remain for second down. Now it's Fields. And again back to Komet. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Bears, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. to find out who advances to the divisional round. Let's get you back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble.
Each parallel 7 cap outside handoff. Inside hand, AHP blunt, 24 zone open.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Tackle made that time by Anthony Ball. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now it's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Entering play call inside AHP blunt dive. 24 zone open. A zone weak. AHP dive. AHP zone WK.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Cross button.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Personnel, play tight, option, run. Inside, AHP blunt dive, 24 zone open.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Cross cutting.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
He's got this complete to Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
There are 6 categories.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake. Alexander. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Play call, play type, there are 8 categories. There are 7 option, run. Inside, AHP block, 24 zone open.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Entering play call, shotgun, mesh spot, play type, run. Pitch, error 7, outs, inside, age, zone weak.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
RPO, auction, auction, you have red auction.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Fields going to hold on to it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bears use the short field to get in for 6. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Added empty selected.
Garibay on for the extra point. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on third down, Alexander. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Dorrance Armstrong with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Here comes the Lions punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Fielded at the 43. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Yeah, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Shotgun, sail, jet and duel.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Fields toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
Entering play call, shotgun pass, mesh spot. Play tight, run. Pitch, error 7, out, inside handoff. AHP blunt dive. Zone weak.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Cross button.
give him another shot here on the ground. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Play, option, pass. Quick pass, errors, shotgun, sail.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Cross button.
Back to throw. Fields. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath him, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play ball, shotgun pass, there are 6 categories. Play type, there are 8, run. Pitch, there are 7, inside, age, 24 zone open.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Cross button.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
24 zone open.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Cross button.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
AHD Sting, 24 zone open.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Cross button.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for 2nd place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And partner, he now just sits one behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crown. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people of the NFL.
Shotgun pass, slants, sail.
Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, kickoff left is selected.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. The young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, out, and bring home the INT.
Entering play call, run. Pitch, there are 7 categories, in, out, inside, PHP blunt dive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Entering play call.
Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Here's the option going right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Here's Fields. And they come 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the back flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes that's a way of catching up with you.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Dorrance Armstrong picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I get the backups in there if it were me.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Alexander to Shepard, complete over the middle. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
On 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Alexander. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Entering play call. Inside handoff. AHP blunt drive. 24 zone open.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Bears have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Bears now will again go for two.
Fields trying to throw for it.
That's caught. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get him 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty tipped-on folks on the other sideline now.
Entering play call, special teams, we have 6 options, kickoff lefty selector.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 1st and 10, Alexander. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but it left him no room to run as he goes straight out of bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 26. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Little out route here, complete to Shepard. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Back to throw again. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
Here's Swift. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Alexander. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
It certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Off play action. Alexander. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Return button.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Entering play call, AHP 24 zone open.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Entering play call, inside handoff. There are 7 categories. You have 50 options. 24 zone open is selected. Play type, there, option. Option, red option.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Cross button.
Fields going to keep it running right.
Square button.
Able to slither by. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Option, run. Inside handoff. There are 7. AHP sting.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Cross button.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks
looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Still 9 remaining on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Entering franchise called Stat Coaching. Pop-up Superstar Medical Center is selected. Entering injured player name J. Johnson. Player name B. Jones. Position LT. Injury type elbow. Injury length TBD. Injury length 5 weeks. Injury length out for season. Injury type torn pectoral. Lions selected. Injury type broken finger. Position FS. Player name T. Walker II. Player name T. Decker. Position LT. Injury type elbow sprain. Injury length 2 quarters. Injury length out for game. Injury type broken finger. Position FS. Player name T. Walker II. Player name J. Okuda. Position CB. Injury type bruised sternum. Injury length out for game. Injury length TBD. Injury type torn labrum. Position L. Player name S. Harris. Player name E. Mosley. Player name M. Richards. Position LOLD. Position CB. Injury type abdominal tear. Injury type broken ribs. Injury length TBD. Injury length TBD. Injury length TBD. Entering franchise screen, you have 7 options. Resume is selected. Entering play call, Y stick. Plan, right. Player, right. Category, formation, play type, right. Option, run, pass. Quick pass, stem, shotgun, sail.
On 4th down, Fields. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. He's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
He missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline.
Special teams, you have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots,
and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Alexander. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Well, the third ball throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
24 zone open. On plan, there are 8 categories. Throw it, medium is selected. Player, formation, there, play type, run. Pitch, there are 7. Inside, AHP, 24 zone open.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Cross button.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, big chunks. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner. You tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
You have 50 actions. 24 zone open is selected. Play type. Pass, special, RPO, special, clock management, special team, clock management, fix spike 3, Eugene heel.
And they will take a knee here.
Entering play call, clock management, there, fix spike ball, fix spike, Eugene heel.
And they take a knee.
Entering play call, clock management, error 2 cap, fix spike ball, fix spike, Eugene heel.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, get to the wild card game. Check, got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
Entering post-game screen, you have 5 options. Finish game is selected.